The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carter taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Jaguars at 4-12 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first...
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
ETN once more. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he gets us to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st down, Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through a big-time pick 6.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Play action. Now it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple in that.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on second down. Another toe for Etienne. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw his car. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Lawrence on third down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards.
Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back, one-on-one tackle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll find Moreau here.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And the slot man goes in motion left. Carr now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Romero. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Listen, the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Jaguars 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Lawrence.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Bravo! Hey, Wahoo! Look at me!
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Second and 8. Here's Lawrence. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Las Vegas, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4.